We touched the ocean and licked salt from our fingers. It wasn't enough.
In the knave's ledger, final column, running total of those who have paid.
Nice. Can we hear it again?
In the knave's ledger, final column, running total of those who have paid.
I lost you. So I lost you like a moment falling into a stream. Lost you like the last recall of a dream. I lost you to time, which steals loss away to let me mend again. And I lost you, and the memory of you, to my own graveyard of thoughts, where each day new losses land, and I mourn without remembering what or who I mourn. For who can afford to feel their whole life in sharp detail forever, each day cut like crystal, a dazzling infinite display, at first joyful, then painful infinity, blinding to the last, until such currency is worthless, is its own paralysis. I drop a tear in a trickle to a stream, allowing you to fall away as the memory of a dream, just as an echo gently dies to let the mountain sit tall. So I lost you, so I lost you, so I lost you.
Two dreamers dream. One plays, the other hopes. While one explores, discovers, opens doors, the other's listing impotent demands. The imagination is the tool that both employ. To savor what the hidden mind reveals, or build up fragile structures to be shattered. The truth is here and now, moment to moment. One mode of dreaming goes with that. The other worries that's not good enough. A hope can come to grief, but not the truth. Nothing is all or nothing for one dreamer, while for the other, all or nothing's all. Two dreamers go on dreaming until they die, while for one dreamer death is part of life. It's what the other dreamer dreads the most.
In another life, I would have been a go-go dancer if I'd had the chance, and the nerve, the cheek, the confidence, the body and the stamina, the satin hot pants. At the Palace Slido nightclub, I'd have been on stage doing the jerk and the watusi, writhing like a snake. A go-go dancer gyrating in a cage. A cage! I'd have joined Pan's people if I'd been 6 inches taller, if I could have learnt the steps and hadn't feared attention from the mingers and the maulers. I'm older now, I'm wiser, so before I get on down, I drink a pint or two of cider, and then I raunch around as if I'm ageless. These days, I am shameless on the dance floor. Chances are I will be till I die.
Yes, I am going to be a ballet dancer. I love to stretch my limbs, point my toes. I've read the novel, Ballet Shoes. I like to daydream, see myself graceful on the stage, the glory of it, the pirouette, the gliding arabesque. I'm with the other girls my age, learn the positions, how to hold a pose, exercising at the bar in line, wearing my short cotton summer dress. I don't have tights, leotard and tutu. It won't last, my mother guesses. The classes bore me. At home I play on the metal frame below the green canopy of weeping ash. Once its drooping branches were trimmed back so that the bars below framed a wide viewing space. Ladies sat there in shade beside the tennis court, watching the ball play on hot summer days. It's all ours now, the scrubby grass and the weeping ash, a green curtain hiding our own private climbing frame. My little sister plays around on the low bar, footstool height. Mine is the high one. If she needs me, I can quickly get to the door-shaped entry space, swing, 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 drop to the ground. But I like best being here alone, hanging from the high bar upside down. The world grass side up looks different, better that way. More space for dreams to grow. No, not the ballet. I am going to be an artiste of the high trapeze. Up there, leaping, swinging, the audience below me gape and gasp. I'm good, miraculous, self-taught. No boring classes, more chance of sequence.
Oh,
So this is called Groundhog. Wake up, no alarm, sunny outside, no work, just the regulation hours exercise. Same blue sky, no need to check the weather. Stand 2 meters apart, no one stood together. Check the social media, check the news, stay home, stay safe, like they told you to. Do you remember Morrissey singing that maudlin refrain, every day's like Sunday, again and again? Each day bleeds into the next, the same, unchanged. An unending run comes a month of Sundays. Do you remember Groundhog Day? That 1993 movie where time went astray. Puxatawny Phil with his extraordinary skill predicting an early spring or a wintry chill. A TV weatherman who's overflowing with cynicism, trapped in a time loop, a temporal prison. Bill Murray, cast as a misanthrope, living the same repetitious day past the point of a joke. Learning a life lesson how to be a better man, winning Andy McDowell's heart in that 24-hour span. Some of you may dismiss that notion as schmaltz. Or you may have heard the theory of Dr. Maxwell Maltz, who claimed to form a habit, it takes 21 days if you do the same thing again and again and again. Wake up, no alarm, sunny outside, no work, just the regulation hours exercise, same blue sky, no need to check the weather, stand 2 meters apart, no one stood together, check the social media, check the news, read a book, watch the TV, look in the fridge for food, look around the garden for things to do, stay home, stay safe like they told you to. Wake up, no alarm, sunny outside, no work, just the regulation hours exercise. Do you remember Groundhog Day, the 1993 movie when time went astray? Same blue sky, no need to check the weather, stand 2 meters apart, no one stood together, stay home, stay safe like they told you to, read a book, watch the TV, look in the fridge for food, wake up, no alarm, sunny outside, no work, just the regulation hours exercise, check the social media, check the news, read a book, watch the TV, look in the fridge for food. Do you remember Groundhog Day? The 1993 movie when time went astray, trapped in a time loop, a temporal prison. Read a book, social media, television. Do the same thing again and again and again. Do you remember Groundhog Day?
So I've just stopped for coffee and I thought, I'll just look in for 5 minutes, see you guys.
So I'm kind of feeling, there's so many people out there holding the country together, whether it be key workers in health, whether it be key workers in supermarkets, farms, whether it be the police, whether it be communications, all these people. And I'm just sitting at home reading, writing, maybe pottering in the garden a bit. I feel totally useless.
Well, I live with my son, so, we're 6 in the house, a very large house and a large garden. So we're very privileged, really, that we've got space to get out, and very, very privileged.
nice house, nice garden, terrible guilt.
Blue suede velvet licks Lundy's shores, as the island fades to black betwixt twinkles. The North Star pulses an SOS mere miles away, that here is unneeded and unheeded, as the dark skies are lit only by the AC, currently switched off. The sun powers one lighthouse that flashes its beacon to the burning shores, forming a current connection. The second one fills in the gaps. Star points pinprick the night sky. Lundy's shores provide shining news of environmental need both heeded and ignored, as the tides wash the waves, seals and seaweed ashore. Blue suede velvet licks Lundy's shore skies once more.
One day I was telling to Mark, I said, I cannot lift this weight anymore. I said, I find it confining because I have a bit claustrophobia. I can't stay in closed places. So everything is now claustrophobic. I said, I find it too much. And I said, how are we going to push it up? I mean, get rid of it. And he bent forwards and he said, we are going to just shift it up like this. I said, hold on a minute. I'm going to paint this thing. And this is what I painted. If you can see.
Oh, yeah. It looks very like Atlas.
Yeah, that's what I have done.
Is the
element of confusion.
The element of confusion.
I'm still pondering on the title, so I'm thinking of just calling it poem at the moment. And it goes. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom, shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom. Go up to the microphone, go to give a speech. Go up to the microphone, people hear me preach. Go up to the microphone, people make some room. Say into the microphone, shakalaka boom, shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom. Go to bake a cake one day, go to bake a cake. Go to bake a cake one day, hope I don't make a mistake. Add all the ingredients, stir them with a spoon, a little salt and a pinch of shakalaka boom. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom. Made my Broadway debut in a Shakespeare play. I know all the lines by heart, I know just what to say. To be or not to be, I said, and with a sense of doom, forgot what comes right after that, said shakalaka boom. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom. Go out on a hot date, small talk and a chat. Go out on a hot date and then back to his flat. Making lots of small talk, hope I don't peak too soon. All he did was stroke my arm and shakalaka boom. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom. And then I went to the funeral. My aunt had passed away. Such a lovely funeral on such a dismal day. I went to give the eulogy. The coffin lid went zoom. My aunt, she suddenly sat right up, said shakalaka boom. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom. That's basically it. Needs some work at the moment, but
very good.
I might put some more shakalaka booms in there or take some shakalaka booms out. I don't know at the moment.
Yes.
That's what I'm working on.
Well, if it helps, I thought it had about the right number of shakalaka booms.
yeah.
This is my poem all about observing stuff. I'm doing a lot of observing at the moment. This is called What Can I Observe? I see the crisscross trees in the sunlight. I am not a fool, for they my soul's delight. I see my cat. She tumbles and tangles with my feet. She says to me, I go, go, go. A strange shadow she doth summon on our communal lawn.
You know, I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it just worries me, some of the things that could be going on beneath the radar, you know, things that are happening that we don't know about.
The title of this poem is Get Cracking, the Story of a Good Egg. And I suppose as we've just passed Easter, it is kind of personal. I love the way your albumen whitens in the pan. When lying frying in hot oil, you're in my breakfast plan. I love to watch you bob about, boiling in hot water, then cutting off your oval top to dip my toasted soldiers. I love to briskly whisk your white to become a creamy dream, when baked hot in the oven and served with fruit and cream. Meringue. They love you in the good old US of A, where waitresses will ask, how would you like your eggs, hun? Over easy or sunny side up? I love you when you're scrambled, boiled, poached or fried, mixed up in an omelette or somewhere on the side. I love that you're so nutritious, but low in calories, full of vitamins and minerals. You help to fight disease. But let us just remember the sacrifice you made. You could have been a little chick a mother hen once laid. Thank you.
I was just so full of questions, no answers, just questions. And I wrote each question down on an individual piece of paper, each beginning with how. So this is how. How many spiders are there in this house? And do they really all need second webs? How many times have I looked at these windows and thought they could do with a clean, and then returned to eating, reading, tweeting, drinking, eating? How many cookies, cakes, sourdough loaves does it take to make a person too big to leave the house, even if they wanted to? How many rainbows have been stuck on windows? And does that mean the people inside are in a constant state of colourfully uninterrupted sun and rain? How many Thursday nights would it take to make our gratitude loud enough to be heard in heaven? Or whatever name you give to that place or state where the ones who've already left are now. How many days would it take to remember, samey days would it take to make me forget that days used to have names? Monday, Tuesday, and next day. How long before I can harvest those radishes I planted? How do you mend something that's never been this broken before and can't be delivered in battered, broken, much-loved pieces to the BBC repair shop so they can make it right on a Wednesday night while Mum and I watch from the sofa? How can we make sure, absolutely, totally guarantee nobody falls through the gaps as the world cracks along fault lines we knew were there but chose to step over or walk around or stuff with psychological, sociological polyfiller? How many people allowed in the shop at any one time? How much salt in those crisps, in those tears in the sea, and where did it all come from? And how many minutes of tears to fill a 330ml can? And is that how you drink the pain away? How do you grieve numbers? Or manage the agony when you dare to give each one a name and a family and an unrealized dream or two or three? How many times did you, I, he, she, they, the postman, the rubbish collector, the funeral director, the doctor, the nurse, the hospital cleaner, the residential home carer, the one who cooked your supper, wash their hands? And when you add up all those 20 seconds and throw that number into the sky, would it find enough stars to know itself? How many Zooms before you zone out? How many friends does it take to make not okay, okay? Why is this happening? How many? How much? How long? Thank you.
That's great.
That's absolutely brilliant.
That's great.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely nailed it again.
It makes you almost want to cry.
Well, it has made me cry. So.
Oh.
I'm going into the sky because we can't go out at all, by the way, to walks or anything. Rising in the sky. And then I start looking down and I actually flip my hands. And when I flip, I go higher and higher. And when I look down, I see something green. And actually, it's like a bluey, greeny square. And then I realize, even though I am above, I'm very close. And suddenly I start to rise and everything starts to take shape. I said when it took shape, I have to paint it. It has nothing to do with my style, but I have to paint it. And I will show you now what I painted. Just a minute.
Wow.
That's more or less what I have seen in my dream.
No, that's lovely.
Thank you.
Mum is on the front line. She's fighting for our lives, battles fought with care and love, not with guns and knives. We hardly ever see her. She has no time for me because when she's at home, she's sourcing PPE. We're locked down at home waiting for some news about a kit to make a test with results that can be used. I know we are isolated. That's our part of the fight. But when my mum comes home, I hear her crying in the night. Next day, she has a smile and puts her uniform on. She's quiet, keeps her distance, and then very soon she's gone. They say they're all heroes, the best that there can be. I miss her hugs so very much, but she's still my mum to me.
Man up, man down, man overboard, man on the tracks, but thank the Lord. Man pulls communication cord and the train stops dead. Man the lifeboats, man the pumps, mandatory sugar lumps. On the linoleum, in a condominium, lies a mute euphonium of brass and silver plate, sporting a euphonium mute, forged from aluminium and calling for communion inaudibly.
I love the ending.
Plot